The untold story of the Taj Mahal, AITV in Agra, India, stands a breathtaking masterpiece of Mughal architecture known across the world as the Taj Mahal. Spread over 42 acres, this gleaming white mausoleum is a symbol of eternal beauty, but behind its grandeur lies a deeply emotional and heart-wrenching story. Welcome once again to AITV, viewers. This iconic structure is over 400 years old and was once the largest and most magnificent building of its time. Today, it is celebrated as one of the 7 wonders of the world. To bring this dream to life, 20,000 artisans and laborers worked tirelessly for 22 years, pouring their heart, soul, and sweat into every stone. The reason behind this astronomical value lies in the extraordinary skills of the Mughal architects. Their innovations continue to amaze modern engineers. One such marvel is the optical illusion created at the entrance. When you look at the Taj Mahal from the main gate, it appears massive. But as you walk toward it, it seems to shrink in size. A stunning example of visual trickery from centuries ago. Even the 4 minarets at the corners of the main platform were not built vertically. They were intentionally tilted slightly outward. Why? Because if they had been built straight, from a distance, they would appear to be leaning inward, an illusion that could ruin the visual symmetry. But there was another reason too. In the event of an earthquake, the outward tilt would cause them to fall away from the central dome, protecting the main structure. But why were the architects so determined to safeguard this building? What secrets lie buried within this marble tomb concealed for 400 years? And how, in an era with no cement or steel, was this 40-meter tall dome even possible? Let's uncover all these mysteries today. It all began in the year 1607, when the Mughal Empire ruled over this vast land. That year, Shahab-ud-din Muhammad Khurram, the youngest son of the emperor, turned 15. To mark the occasion, a grand celebration was held at Agra Fort. Khurram, being the emperor's favorite, was showered with lavish gifts. As part of a royal tradition, he was weighed in gold and diamonds and gifted that much treasure. But on that special birthday, something even more precious happened. His marriage was arranged with the daughter of a court official. Her name was Mumtaz Mahal. From the very first day, Shah Jahan and Mumtaz Mahal fell deeply in love. No one knew then that their love story would become one for the ages. Over the next decade, the young prince won many battles and earned the title Shah Jahan, meaning King of the World. He had 6 wives, as was customary at the time, but Mumtaz Mahal remained his one true love. He spent most of his time with her, and together they shaped the destiny of the empire. In 1621, the reigning emperor passed away. And 7 years later, in 1628, Shah Jahan officially ascended the throne. Under his rule, the Mughal Empire reached its peak, spanning much of present-day India, Pakistan, and parts of Afghanistan. Mumtaz Mahal remained his closest confidant and advisor, albeit behind the scenes. But joy turned to tragedy in 1631, just 1 year after he became emperor. While giving birth to their 14th child, Mumtaz Mahal fell gravely ill and died on the 17th of June 1631. The news sent shockwaves through the empire. Shah Jahan was devastated. He isolated himself, refusing food for 8 days and avoiding music, perfume, or celebration for 2 years. Before her death, Mumtaz Mahal had asked for just one thing: that Shah Jahan build the most beautiful tomb in the world for her. To honor her final wish, he devoted the rest of his life and much of his empire's wealth to constructing the Taj Mahal. 6 months after her death, construction began. Shah Jahan summoned the finest architects, craftsmen, and laborers, over 20,000 in total from across the empire. But building beside the Yamuna River posed a serious challenge. The soft, watery ground was unsuitable for heavy construction. So, engineers dug wells deep into the earth until they found dry soil, filling them with rocks and rubble to create a solid base. On top of this, stone columns were raised using both human strength and elephants. Once the foundation was ready, it was time to bring Shah Jahan's grand vision to life. The design of the Taj Mahal drew inspiration from earlier Mughal tombs built by his ancestors. He combined the pillars from his father's tomb, the layout from his grandfather's, and the dome from his uncles to create something truly unique. Millions of bricks were fired on site. The financial burden was immense. The royal treasury slowly drained, but Shah Jahan was determined. So many workers were employed that nearby regions faced food shortages. Shah Jahan arranged food to be brought from faraway towns to feed the laborers. After years of grueling work, the main structure was complete. Now it was time to embellish it with marble. This wasn't just any marble, it was Makrana marble, considered the finest in the world. Brought from Rajasthan, about 400 kilometers away, Shah Jahan reserved the entire quarry for the Taj Mahal, banning sales to anyone else until construction was finished. Thousands of elephants carried the heavy marble to Agra. The crowning glory of the Taj Mahal is its dome, soaring 40 meters high. Today, engineers use steel frameworks for such massive structures, but in the 17th century, it was built entirely from stone. The mathematical calculations made by Mughal architects remain a topic of admiration to this day. The finishing touches were done using an art technique called Pitra Dura, where semi-precious stones are inlaid into marble. Each piece of stone was carefully cut and fit with stunning precision. And what about the glue? It wasn't modern cement. Tests have shown that it was made from a mix of sugar syrup, lemon juice, and marble powder, a recipe so effective that it is still used during restoration. One of the Taj Mahal's magical features is how it changes color throughout the day. Before sunrise, it appears blackish. After sunrise, light yellow and pink tones, midday, bright, radiant white. Sunset, glowing golden hue. Finally, in 1654, after 22 years, the Taj Mahal was complete. Shah Jahan had fulfilled his beloved's dying wish. He named it Taj Mahal, a tribute to Mumtaz Mahal. Every year, on her death anniversary, Shah Jahan would travel by boat on the Yamuna River to visit her tomb. A special royal entrance was built just for him and his family. Even the gate was adorned with elegant carvings meant to impress the royalty. But this majestic monument came at a great cost. The empire's wealth had depleted, and just 4 years later, in 1658, Shah Jahan's own son Aurangzeb seized power. Shah Jahan was imprisoned in Agra fort, allowed only one comfort, a view of the Taj Mahal through a small window. For 8 long years, Shah Jahan lived in captivity. At the age of 74, he passed away and was buried beside Mumtaz Mahal in the very tomb he had built for her. Their love story lives on, etched forever in marble. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to AITV. Your love and support mean the world to us. We'll see you again in another fascinating episode.